tea. I wonder if it's too hot to drink. Hello and welcome back to Karis's Corner. I'm like a YouTuber now and this is just... I'm so happy. This is so fun. This week, second part in our series, we're talking about consistency. I'm super excited. I don't have much to say. I just want to make it fun. Alright, so this week we're talking about consistency. Last week, if you missed it, I'll link the video right up here, I think it's here. If you missed it last week, I started my 3-part series on things that I learned during my fitness journey. And again, I'll say this a million times, my fitness journey is still ongoing, but these are just things I've learned so far. So last week we talked about discipline, this week we're talking about consistency. So I explained in my first part of this series that I've recorded all of my Instagram stories that I've been taking since about April of 2021. Basically what I did was I just filmed or took a picture or a selfie every single time I made it to the gym and everything that I was eating to put good clean foods into my body and to, make it to the gym. I was just basically filming for accountability, and then what ended up happening was people started saying that it was helping them or inspiring them, and so it just ended up having a bit of a deeper meaning for me. So I'm so happy to share my journey on YouTube with you guys. So let's get into it. We're talking about how to be consistent today and really why consistency is so key if you want to see any type of change in your life. All right, let's get to it. Friends, what do I have to say about consistency? My goodness. Well, I think first of all, the reason that I started off this 3-part series with discipline is because I think you have to be disciplined in order to be consistent. Consistency is literally the act of just doing the same thing over and over and over again and trusting in the process. This is the first time that I've been consistent in the gym and consistent with paying attention to what I'm eating in my entire life. And it's been 7 months, and I've seen so much change. 7 months of consistency, and I feel like I'm a whole new person. And I think what's crazy about the whole concept of all of these lessons, consistency, discipline, and balance that I've dedicated these videos to, is that all of these start in the mind. I really can't explain the shift that happened in me once I realized that health and fitness is a mental shift more than it really is a physical shift. There will be times when I'm in the gym and it feels like my body is going to give up, and then I shift to my mind. I almost like do a little check-in in my brain and say, wait a minute, is your body about to quit or is your mind about to quit? And 9 times out of 10, it's my mind that's about to quit. My body is so much more capable than I give it credit for. And so that's what I mean by this whole thing being a mental journey. It's relatively easy to say, I'm going to eat healthy, or I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to go for a walk for 1 week. But the idea of doing it for 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or a year, or the rest of our lives feels so overwhelming. And I think the reason is because life ebbs and flows. If you notice in these photos, I'm eating a ton of fruit, a ton of vegetables, and a ton of good foods. But you'll see cookies, you'll see tacos and margaritas and lobster rolls and all that stuff. And I think in the past, when I tried to be a consistent person, I would think that it meant that I only had to eat the cleanest foods and nothing else. But once I realized that this is more of a lifestyle than a quick fix, it changed my perspective. My personal philosophy, what works for me through my life experience, is that in order to be consistent, you must be disciplined. And in order to be consistent, you also must have balance. Being consistent is about overcoming the mental battle of when you fall, do you stay down or do you get back up again? In the past, when I used to fall, I used to stay down. If I was going to the gym regularly, but then I stopped for 2 days, I would just stop for 2 months and then 2 years. Or if I was eating super well, but then I enjoyed my life and went out on the weekend with my friends and had pizza and whatever, I would probably stay down and I'd probably say, oh no, that one day that I didn't eat as well means that I'm just done with this. It's again shifting from that all or nothing mindset. Consistency for me now means, sure, did I fall off 1 week and not go to the gym? Absolutely, but I get back up and I go again. So instead of stopping altogether, I just had 1 week where I didn't go. Okay, what's 1 week out of my whole life? Or, did I not eat as clean yesterday? That's okay. Today's a new day. Let's get up. Let's get some oats. Let's get a good smoothie. Let's get those nutrients in. And you do that day in and day out, and week in and week out. And before you know it, you're developing habits and patterns. And as I said in my previous video, it gets easier. Now I've trained myself to choose the fruit or the vegetables 9 times out of 10. And I don't want to choose the fruit or the vegetables 10 times out of 10 because that wouldn't be a balanced life for me. Plus I'm a baker. That 1 time out of 10, you better believe I'm getting the cookie, I'm getting the ice cream. Okay, it is Christmas season, which means the Chick-fil-A peppermint milkshake is out and your girl will be enjoying it. But that doesn't mean that I throw all my progress out the window. I keep going. And that consistency is what yields results. I totally thought that for whatever reason, if you went to the gym for 1 week, you would all of a sudden see all these changes. I genuinely used to think that in the past. And that's why I would give up after 1 week for a couple reasons. One, because I think my goals were only physical changes. And over time, I've learned to develop mental health goals versus just what I see. But for 2, I thought this whole gym thing is just a quick fix. I wasn't looking at it as a lifestyle. And when you don't look at it as a lifestyle, when you look at crash diets and all the fads out there that people are following when it comes to health and fitness, I think you're missing a really key internal battle that you need to have within yourself that only you can have, and only you can make this change, and that is building consistency. When you fall down, it doesn't mean that you have to start all over again. You just get up and you keep going. That's the battle of consistency, and over time, if you're patient, you're guaranteed to see change.
Thank you so much for joining me this week on part 2 of our series. Come back again next week and we'll be talking about balance to wrap up our little 3-part series. And then after that, super exciting, okay, Christmas season is coming and I'm gonna have some baking videos. I know that that's what you all came for. I'm just kidding. I hope you came for both. I don't know. But yeah, so if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video or even future videos that you'd like to see. I'm getting excited, starting to roll these out regularly. So I've basically decided that we are rolling out videos every Thursday. I might change it in the new year, but as of right now, I'm rolling out videos every Thursday. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this and would like to see more of this type of content so that you'll never miss another video. I'm super excited and I'll see you next week to talk about balance. All right, bye.